Richard Lawton. We are live, and I'm very happy that you, Richard, came on our stream to talk a little bit about Crown of Ash, your newest, or not newest, maybe your project that you are on
My
right now, but it
first.
is not that new anymore, right?
Well, yeah, I don't know. It's been a work of love for a few years, but it's not yet launched, so I guess it's new. Yeah,
It
it's
is it
still
is new to
ongoing.
the world, but for you it is you already spent a little bit of time with it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's always the first game is the longest game to do, but this has been, I mean, since its sort of initial conception, like it's coming up to 4 years now, I think. But I say three seriously
Yeah.
on this concept. But yeah, takes that much time.
That's very interesting.
Yeah,
Is this the first game you attempted? Period. Like, is this the first game you've ever attempted to create, or were there projects before that you discontinued or paused?
it's there's been multiple projects. This is the only one that I've taken sort of past initial playtesting.
Ah, yeah.
Uh, so I mean, I have. It's always. I think there's a game designer's curse. You probably know as a game designer yourself. That you, it's hard not to chase that new idea.
Yeah.
And I've of course got tons. um, but yeah, this is the one I've kind of concentrated on. I'm like, okay, this one I feel like it's got some potential, and I concentrated on, and I made a conscious choice that I'm not going to go for anything else, and this will be the one. Um, so yeah, so it's my first one that's kind of gone to this level, at least. Yeah,
Very
yeah.
nice, and we are very. I am very honored that you are showing to me today.
Oh,
um,
thanks for having me.
yeah, of course. Um, I'm just thinking about, I don't know who said that, but I've heard a big game developer once say in an interview, never start with the game you want to publish, with your passion game. Develop another game first and then do your passion project when you have when you have experience.
Yeah. I mean, this is probably both of those.
Okay.
The the initial foundation of the game was actually, I mean, I feel like it's the kind of, do you know the parable of the ship of Theseus? Where kind of
Yes.
parts of the ship get replaced so much that, is it the same ship? And it's very much like that. Like, this actually started as a sort of Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares, if you know that show.
Oh,
Um,
no way. You started it as a
yeah, it was.
cooking board game?
Yeah, so it was a sort of meant to be a sort of, um, a restaurant themed game. You
Yeah.
can believe it. Um, with a with a sort of, a sort of, not a take that element, but a player interaction element where you're sort of, there's a sort of sabotage in an area. At that point, it wasn't really area control, but there was, I mean, it sort of makes sense because you think, okay, well, I've got these guys on the board. I mean, I haven't said anything about the game yet, but, we got these guys on the board and we're going to recruit them. And it's they were the customers, and you were
Oh,
gathering up the resources and
fun.
trying to serve them whilst also fighting
Ah,
people off for,
yeah.
territory of like
Yeah.
access to stuff.
And Gordon Ramsay
So
was in
yeah,
the middle shouting at everyone all
yeah,
the time.
yeah. Gordon Ramsay was in the middle. But yeah, so I mean, it's very much like that. Like, that was the initial thought of like 4 years ago, and it
Wow.
it developed. And at one point, there was this kind of strange crossover period where, um, I still had it where the kind of, the sort of player loop was, you got your resources, you served your customers gave you money, and then you could use the money to expand, your sort of area, your influence, all these things.
Yeah.
And, I still had this point where I changed it to a necromancy game where we
Whoa.
play these, withered necromancers, and we're trying to raise an undead army using kind of alchemy ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
And I still had this point where when you raised a creature from the board, they still gave you money, and playtesters were like, I just don't understand why they're giving you money. And I was like, I know exactly why they're giving you money.
Yeah.
It's because the hangover. Yeah. So it's come a long way.
Fun.
And I like
Interesting.
that. I kind of think it's nice to have the full journey. And I think about the mechanics where initially I thought, oh, this is my favorite thing about the game. It's this. I had this mechanic where all the ingredients aged, and there was a sort of poison part to it, that where you could kind of push your luck and serve some dodgy stuff in the Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmare style thing.
Yeah.
And I still had that when it turned to a necromancy game. I sort of had like potency of the resources, and then I had this kind of thing where whoever controlled the middle, the citadel, got tax over all the resources after, say, a certain amount of turns, and so the resources went down a track, and then at the end they got given to the person in the middle. So it was sort of I really liked that mechanic, but that's gone. Like that went
It didn't have a place
sort of
in
18
this
months
game.
ago.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't miss it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been an experience. I'm sure kind of, more experienced designers would just go there instantly, or they'd make the game they initially thought. But I like the fact I've been on this really, big journey now, and
I
and
see.
ended up with this game. I couldn't really have. I don't think I could have designed it if I'd sat down to design it. It's very much evolved.
I say welcome to Timo Hai. He says nice game, and he followed. Thank you for the follow.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
I am glad that you are here, and everybody else. And so it started as a cooking game with Gordon Ramsay in the middle. Now it is a necromancy game with the old Lord of the Ashes, or the King of the Ash in the middle. Or who is this?
So the kind of backstory is the guy who's in the middle at the minute. He was the king, and we all played his lords, and it was sort of a nice kingdom where everything was just in balance, and we were managing day to day, and this guy was just meant to be living his living off the riches, but he kind of started to get a bit jealous of our sort of the love of our citizens, and decided to start a civil war between all of us. So that happened. We took the bait. We started a war between all the lords and destroyed the land. We burned it completely to the ground. So that's why it's the Crown of Ash now. It's the land turned to ashes.
Yeah.
And we all kind of got together as one last sort of last just attempt to get some peace and realize what happened, and so turned to kind of the dark arts to try and restore some of our try and come up with a plan to kind of regain our power. And unfortunately it didn't quite go wrong, and we awoke sort of years later as sort of twisted beasts of what we were. We're now necromancers, and we have some power to raise the dead, but now we just want to conquer. So yeah, he's still there, but it's not going to last long, I don't think.
Yeah, it seems so. It seems like this citadel is up for grabs. All right. Then I would say we'll get right into it. Like, we will play a game, and then we will have a little chat afterwards. You already told me how the game is played, and I am now telling you what I remember about it, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. So
I'll be impressed if you get the whole lot. I hit you with it last 2 days ago, so I'll see.
We'll see how it goes. I am blue right now. Is that correct?
Yeah, perfect.
So, and I am the snake people. So the snake necromancer. I guess there are backstories to these houses as well, right? I can imagine.
Yeah, each one has a little bit of a backstory, yeah.
Sure. So I am the snake people, and we have 4 workers, which is what this game actually is, below all of its fancy fighting creatures that will fight against each other. It is, in the end, a worker placement game. So we have 4 workers. We place these workers, and in each round we will place 4 workers, and this will be 1 round. There are 4 rounds, and at the end, the person with the most
influence points. I call
Influence
them.
points, yeah, victory points. Influence
Yeah,
points, yes.
victory points.
Will
Yeah, but
win the game.
influence. Yeah,
Yes. So how do we do it? What can we do? I can put my workers, for example, I can put them in these spaces to build structures, and I can build structures that are laid out here. So I can choose between these four, and they will cost me the coins that are in the upper left. And wait, but that is wrong. When I put my worker here, then I get the resources that are on the structures.
So these are the structures that we start off controlling. This is our territory we start off with. So we all start off with one. We're playing a 3-player game with an AI. We all start with one, and we start with controlling one structure, which offers a resource. There's also these uncontrolled structures we can still use. They're slightly less efficient. They've only got one space. Can't go to on a 3-player. Yeah,
I get it. Okay. So if we want to build a structure, we actually have to put our worker here, there is no everybody can put as many workers as they want here, so we can build structures as many times as we want, but these spaces where we can get the resources are actually limited. So only one, or here only two people, only two workers can go here in each round, right? So we have to look out for
the unoccupied ones on a 3-player game, only one worker onto these.
Yes.
So this sort of worth slightly less to
yes,
players,
I get it. Timo Hai asks, who is the concept artist? I like it. I like it so.
So the main concept artist is a guy called Vadim Mishin, who's this he's an illustrator in Russia at the minute. So I don't know how that's going to go. We'll see what happens with that when it suddenly can't be paid. But yeah, he's doing a great job. So some of this is placeholder at the minute. This is sort of a final one. Some of this is borrowed imagery from another designer who kind of aspiring designer. But yeah, and most of the board and the player mats at the minute are placeholder. Got an illustrator working on those at the minute.
Okay. So all these are placeholders. Yeah. The whole board. This, I get it.
Yeah, the layouts there. I mean, this is just stuff I've drawn myself, but hopefully there'll be a bit more finished. I got the same illustrators done the box doing it. So he's a Brazilian illustrator. He's really good. He's an award-winning illustrator who does book covers. And he's fantastic. So mix of illustrators, but it's coming on nicely. Really pleased with the result. I can't wait to kind of fully show it off once it's all together.
I'm looking forward to it very, very much. So we can get resources here. Like here I can get a bone and a blood. Here I can get ash and sulfur. These are the 4 resources.
Yeah, well remembered. Yep.
And I mean wheat and coal. No, that's not. Or something like that. Here you can build structures. It costs you coins, and you can, as I remember, only build structures in regions that you control. Or do you start controlling the regions that you build structures in? You have to fill me in with that one.
So you can build a structure onto an uncontrolled area, and that's how you would effectively move into that area. So I couldn't build onto, if I'm say teal, I couldn't build onto pink's area, or blue's area, but these are all fair game. So I can either build on top of a structure I control or onto a free structure. Either way, you can then add in, take away fighters to defend the spots. But yeah. And
in the moment I start controlling it, I already can deploy fighters. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not from your hand?
From my hand, yeah.
Yeah.
But not from here.
So how it works is there's a slight kind of engine building part to it that all the fighters you get never leave your hand. They when they die, when they get they get killed in combat, they move to your graveyard. But we're necromancers, so at the end of the beginning of the next round, they come back.
Yes.
So we'll be building this hand of fighters, and then we can use those hand of fighters to defend territories we have, regions we control.
Yeah.
So if you were to build in a new region and you have this hand of fighters, you can place ones down to defend it. Or if you are out of fighters and you want to attack somewhere, you can then take them back off the board by using your own space, your own worker space. Yeah.
I can take them back when I use this one.
Yeah. So in terms of resources, if I was to place one of my resources here, so this is you control this region. So although we're combating, we're fighting each other, we are still lords, and the idea is that it'd be petty to stop someone using your mine or whatever the resource is, your structure that offers resources, but you can tax them. So if I use your structure, I gain what's in the middle, which would be 3 bone in this case, and you gain what's on the right hand side here,
the little
which is
tax.
this owner's benefit.
Yeah.
Whereas if I use, say, my own structure, I don't gain the owner's benefit, so I only gain what's in the middle, but I can amend any fighters defending it. So I could add another one from my hand. We both start with a couple. Or I could take this completely back and leave it completely empty if I decided it's better elsewhere. Or I could completely swap them with, say, take this one back and put 2 new ones from my hand in.
Okay. So I can completely exchange everything in this area, which the way I want. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It is not as easy in the Citadel, because once we deploy the fighter here in the middle in the Citadel, it stays there until it is defeated, right? That is
there's no worker spaces in the middle, so there's no the theme is you're marching your troops in, you fight what's ever in the middle, but then there's sort of a war of attrition going on there. They're holed up in the castle. They'll only leave once they're defeated. So there's a element of it where there's a card that allows you to kind of slowly eat away at those fighters in the middle, and leave it so defended, but also you're committing fighters permanently there, where there's a bit more flexibility on the outside. But there's a points reward as well.
So now we covered the worker spaces, then we have the fighting spaces. If we want to invade another area or the Citadel, we put our worker on the fighting space. So if I would put my worker on this space, for example, then I would say, okay, I am now invading your region. And then we could deploy, I could deploy cards.
Yeah, you do it face down, so I can't see. So I can only see how many cards you're using. You can use up to 2 cards for the outer regions and 3 for the central region.
Okay.
And
then we'll choose a fighting card from the 5 fighting cards we have, and each of these fighting cards has different powers and different mechanisms on them. And to showcase one, for example, we have this one. This one is pretty straightforward. This one means that I will get 1 additional strength for this fight. By the way, Timo Hai says, looking forward to the release of the game. I am as well, Timo. And I think you are as well, Richard, right?
Oh, yeah. No one's looking forward to it as much as me. So I can finally have a night off.
So these cards are identical, so everybody has the same deck. This means I am adding 1 strength. If I win, this is the green arrow means if I win, I get 2 coins. If I lose, and this is the cool thing, there are no losers. There are just ways to win different things. So I can choose 1 resource if I lose with this card. And every time I use one, it will be discarded. I guess here.
Yep. face up on your card. Yeah.
Yes, and then I
Face
can
up on your
use the
playmat.
other ones, and then we have these are working the same. But then we have, of course, this one. This is a very interesting one. I don't add anything. But if I lose, I can discard one of your monster cards, even though if I lost.
It is the winner's choice though. So
Okay, you can
if
discard
they're
it.
playing with just a single card, then they still win the area, but it's completely undefended. If they have 2 cards, they get to choose. I mean, they'll choose the weakest potentially,
Yeah,
unless they want the strong card back.
yeah,
So yeah, there's a.
I get it.
But it's often has it the stronger the card, the worse the reward is for winning, but the better the compensation is for losing.
Yes.
So you can, if you want, losing is a viable option. If you need 2 resources and there's nothing on the board and someone else is going to take the really strong guy at the top there just before you might want to lose to get those resources needed.
Yeah.
And then by mistake end up winning like I always do. And I'm like, no, my plan. But yeah.
I get it. So, and you can you deploy as well when you are being attacked, or you can only have this one guy and you can't deploy any more cards from your hand?
So the defender wins on a draw. That's their advantage, but they can't add any more fighters. You need effectively these are sort of mindless undead. They need a worker to walk them into battle. So the only thing you can do is the defender also uses a combat card. So we both would deploy a combat card.
Yeah.
And we compare. So you have to use a combat card, and to attack you have to have at least 1 fighter.
Get it.
Yeah.
So this is combat. Actually, that's all there is to combat, I guess. And
I think so. Yeah.
And then we are still left with how to get points. No. Buying these guys, of course. We will make our deck, of course, stronger and will recruit stronger fighters. These fighters we can purchase here, so we always have to deploy one coin. Is that right?
Not quite. So that is a infinite worker space where we can always gain at least 1 coin if you want.
Okay.
But there's the way gameplay works is you place a worker, take the action, and at the end of your turn you can recruit 1 fighter.
You can always recruit 1. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, you can only recruit 1 fighter, but it doesn't take an action to recruit a fighter. So you could place your worker onto a classic resource space, get the resource in the middle, and then that turn, I've just got the resource I needed to recruit this fighter, and you can take that to your hand.
Good.
So you would take that to your hand and it'd be refreshed from the decks above.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So now that we know how there is not an action for buying, you can always recruit 1 at the end of your turn. Only 1, right?
Yeah.
Not as much as you want.
Just 1, yeah.
Just 1. Good. And here you can get a coin, and then we have points. And I remember that in the first turn, whoever controls the citadel gets 4 points. In the last round, whoever controls the citadel gets 7 points, and 5 and 4, 6, of course.
So the citadel doesn't have any resources associated with it.
Yes.
But it gains you a big lump sum of points at the end of the round.
Yes.
The same with the all the buildings.
Areas.
So once you build a building, they'll give you at the end of the round. We'll count up all the victory points we have from the buildings on the board. So that's shown at the bottom left here, and those can be built on top of, and you get 1 extra point for each tile below. So if I build
this
that,
it
would be actually
3.
worth. It would actually be worth 3 points, not 2, because it's already been built on. And when you build, you also immediately gain the resource from the middle as well.
When you build, you immediately get. That is very important to remember. Yeah. Because building is you can immediately use them. Cool. Okay. And it is
one other thing.
Yeah, these area points will be counted at the end of every round, right?
Yeah. So each we'll count them 4 times.
Yes.
One
last thing.
There's also a couple of other things. So gold is the only thing used for building, and it's the main way of getting it is through combat, through winning or losing. But it's also used as a wild resource, so you can use your gold instead of any other resource on the board, which is important. So at the minute we start the game with 3 gold, so that allows us immediately, if we want to recruit, say, these 2, or we could gain a couple more ingredients and immediately gain this one. So you can use it for that or building. There's also a few extra ways at the end of the game to earn points. We'll gain 1 victory point for every 3 matching resources at the end of the game, and 1 victory point for every 2 gold at the end of the game. And one other way, which is these fate cards we all have. So we'll get one of these at random. And do you remember this? Shall I let you explain it?
Yeah, I can explain it. So these fate cards show which houses we prefer. The sulfur house, the ash house, the blood house, and the bone house, as it seems. And when you look at the fighters here, they are all members of one of these 4 houses, and we perfectly want to recruit fighters from the houses that we have fate cards from, because then we get points, but I don't know how many, maybe 1 per fighter or 2.
It's so these are secret. We'll keep these secret. So which one you got? So you can recruit any fighters you want, of course. But if I had this one in my hand, if I recruit these 3 bottom fighters here, I would gain an extra 1 victory point for this one, but not this one because it's not in my house. And that's shown by the Roman numeral on the bottom of the card.
Okay. So
but if I was to recruit the top big guy, I'd get 3 points.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, so the points are here.
And that Roman numeral is associated with the tiered decks up here, which allows there to be a full range of fighters on at all times.
Okay. So there will be always 3 level 1, 2 level 2, and 1 level 3 unit on the board to choose from. Yeah.
Unless it runs out, and then we start replenishing from different decks. But so I'll give you one of those, and I'll take one myself.
Thank you.
We're playing with an AI, but he doesn't get a fate card, unfortunately. And so they're the extra things. There was one extra thing. In terms of the as you call them, the houses, the kinds of fighters there are. So there's 4 kinds of fighters. They each correlate to the resource that they take the most of. So this one at the top takes 5 blood, so he's a blood fighter. This one's 6 bone, so you can sort of try and tailor your buildings that you control to get whatever resource you want, if you want. Pairing these up gives you extra combat point. So this one is, if I recruited this one on his own, if I was to pair them in combat with this one down here, so she's going to turn, then instead of being worth 6 points, they'd actually be worth 7, because I get to add an extra point from being the matching clan. And that goes for if I add another one of the same clan, then I can all go to 2 points. So if you match clans, that's really good for building really strong armies.
Get it.
Okay, I think that's it.
Right, then I guess we can start. And the AI that you play, you just do it, and then we'll see what it does on the fly, I guess. Yeah, that's okay, right?
Yeah, it's a fairly recent. So we'll see what he does. It might be unpredictable. You
will be surprised as well.
I'll explain how that goes once he has his turn. So the turn order at the minute is I'll start, then you go. I've got the wrong token there. Sorry. But then you go, and AI always goes last.
All right, let's do it.
But this changes depending on whoever is in last place at the end of the round. They get to pick the turn order.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so shall I go first?
Yes.
I'm
super
my fate card and see what I should recruit.
What will happen?
Okay, so I'm going to go for some bones. I'm going to use yours.
Thank you very much.
A nice little bonus.
Appreciate it.
I'll gain my 3 bone and place them on my player map. And then end of go, I'm going to recruit with just this little weedy bone fighter
Oh.
for 2 bone. So straight back to the supply with that. I'll just
Okay.
not quite as neat as they were before, and replenish, and then you'll go.
Ooh, that's an interesting one.
Yeah, there's a lot of blood fighters on the board now, so
Yeah.
it might dictate what we want to build or start collecting.
Let me try something. I mean, I am going full into it. I'm going fully into it.
Yep.
I think I'll try. I think I'll try this.
Yeah, that's a good call. That's probably what I would have done next.
I want this building.
So, yep, so that's your 3 gold, but
I get 3 blood
you
immediately.
get 3 blood. Yep, so I'll get that for you. There you are.
These 3 gold
Yep,
I will
discard your
put
gold.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you do it.
yeah.
Thank you. I will. So now I'm controlling this area.
Yeah.
And
If you want to expand, yeah. And you can place in up to 2 fighters to defend it.
that
You don't
is
have to,
pretty
but you can do.
cool. I am.
We start with a hand of 3 fighters.
About if I want to do that. I think I don't want to do it at the moment.
I might take it off you.
Let's put.
Tricky when it's the strongest building on the board.
Let's.
You can always
this
remember. You can always take your
guy.
fighters back by using your own space or by building on it.
Let's put
So if
this
you-
guy here at the moment.
Yeah, probably a good shout. I would have been a bit tempted, or who knows
Yeah.
what the AI is going to do too.
Yeah.
Right, so the AI's turn.
I'm buying,
very
of
simple.
course.
Oh,
I am buying.
sorry.
Before you go on, I want to use my blood that I just created for myself, and I want
Yeah.
to purchase this handsome fella.
Yep, nice. And I'll replenish in.
Hmm.
Right, so AIs go. So there's 6 sections of the board, or 6 outer regions, and they correlate to a dice roll. So it's top sort of what would you call that? Northeast is 1, east 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So what we do is we roll the dice to see which segment they interact with. So it's going to be good thing you defended it, because it's going to be your area, and then we'll reveal a card. Oh, wrong card. So we reveal this, and basically decides what the AI is going to do. So it starts from the left and moves right until it can do something. So it's going to be a nice turn for you. He's going to use your worker space, and you're going to gain. You'll gain 1 coin and 1 resource of your choice.
That's pretty nice.
That's very nice.
Thank you very much, dear AI. I can choose one. That's very good. I guess I'll choose a sulfur.
Yeah, I wonder which one you're going to go for next.
It is a mystery.
Okay. I think I don't want to be outdone. So in the kind of building, so I think I'm going to build 2.
Okay.
So I don't know whether to start preparing. There's a couple of sulfur things on there. There is a lot of bone though, so I think I'm going to choose this one, and I'm going to do what you did. I'm going to move there. I'm going to put my little tile down to show ownership, and then I will move in. I will move. Yeah, I'm just going to move this guy to defend it.
The fact that you are doing this shows me that I wasn't too far off with my call.
No, I think you made a really good move. So yeah, discard. I always forget to discard my money. I have a habit of accidentally cheating in games.
Thank you for this note. I will take a look.
Yeah.
Good.
And then, do I want to recruit? Can I recruit anything? No, I don't think I can.
Can't.
There's nothing of just bone, and I need something else. No gold anymore. Okay, so that's back to you.
So it is my turn again. Is there a building? No, nothing. No building is only. There is no building with only a 1 cost. So I
unfortunately.
Guess. Is this worker space, now that I control it, open, or will it be blocked for?
No.
No.
So in a 3-player game, you block the the structures that we don't start with only have one available worker space.
And it will always be like that.
Say again, sorry.
And it will always be like that the whole game.
Yes, the whole game. Yeah, and if you're playing a 2-player game, there would only be one per space available. 4-player, all of them are open.
Get it.
So it's just a way of scaling to make sure there's enough spaces at all times.
Yeah, that's a pity.
Hopefully, I have a
but
bit of
it's
a
okay.
more elegant solution.
Yeah, get it.
In the final version.
Get it. My uncle says, hey, and I'm saying, hey, as well. And Richard, maybe as well?
Hello.
Yeah, Richard is... It is not clear who's winning yet, but we will see that soon. I will go here and collect some resources, some bone and some blood.
Nice.
Because I'm anxious, I want to immediately purchase this handsome fella over here for 2 blood and 1 sulfur.
Good call. Yep.
Thank you very much.
Ooh, so an ash card. Right, so it's AI's go. So I'll just roll to see which section he interacts with. 2, so he's going to my new area, and he's going to. He's going to ignore that. He's going to attack the middle. So, so I place his worker there. And so how the AI combat works is he plays his cards open, and he always attacks with the maximum amount of strength. So in this case, he had these 2 starting fighters. So he'll attack with a strength of 3, and this is a random. He just has to beat 4 to take the middle. So you got it. He's got 4, so he didn't quite win, but he still gets. The AI doesn't get resources, but they gain victory points for what they would have got. So instead of if he'd won, he would have got 2 victory points. If he lost, he gets 1. And it's actually a pretty dangerous thing because once they're out of fighters, he starts recruiting them from the board. So,
and he doesn't.
So he lost the battle,
pay.
but now he's ahead. Head in point.
Interesting.
So it's my go, right?
It's your turn.
Ooh, what do I want to do? Okay, I'm going to go for some. I do quite. I've got my eye on someone, but I don't know. Okay, I'm going to wait until it's. No, I'll use my own space. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I get 3 bone and 1 ash. 1 sulfur, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't think it's enough for me to do anything, no. But hopefully soon. So, Sven, your go.
It is my go. If I understand it correctly, I can now go for the middle as well, right?
Absolutely. So the middle has no limit on the amount of fighters.
Because I will do that.
Tabletop Simulator does try and add a limit.
Yeah, I get it. So and this guy doesn't do anything. He's just sitting there with 4, right? So if I will send my blood boys, then they.
Yeah, and you still have to play a combat card. Though.
I have to pay
to choose one. So you still get the reward for it. So you could use your 0 and get your maximum reward, but
I will do that because I want money.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, fantastic. So he's dead. He's out of the game.
Nice.
We've defeated the king that ruined us. And you get 1 extra combat point for matching clans there. So you're actually at 6 strength.
That's pretty nice. And I get 3 coins.
This will get discussed. Yeah, 3 coins. So that's a really good move.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, very good. So, but I know you've used your 0 now, at least.
Yep.
And you might want to add your tile to show ownership.
Yeah.
I know you're in there, but yeah. Okay.
Now the AI is on.
So, AI, what are you doing? 4. So he's going to attack this region or interact with that region. He is
Mm-hmm.
going to build. So,
Oh,
so this one he can't build because it's not his region. So, like I said, now he's got rid of his fighters. It's actually pretty strong because he's going to recruit.
damn.
So the first time there's a difficulty card here, which is the I put on hard just to kind of really school us. But it basically will recruit based on which where this cube is on it. So the first time he'll recruit a level 1, then a level 2 and a level 3, and then a level 1 he's going to recruit is closest to the dice roll. So for 3 and 4 he'll recruit this one. For
Okay.
5 and 6 he'll recruit this one, and 1 and 2 recruit. So he's going to recruit that one to his hand now.
Okay.
So now he's got some more fighters available to come and take us.
Damn.
To come and steal our characters away from us. Okay, so
That is
my
quite
go.
inconvenient.
So it's my last go this round. Oh, you've got lots of gold now too.
I do.
And all the blood's taken up, and that's what I want. So, okay, I'm gonna go use this one to get 3 ash, and as
AI gets a
it's
victory
the
point.
AI structure, he's just gonna gain a victory point for
Get it.
the benefit there. He doesn't gain the resource.
You want ash.
And
You have a
going to
lot of
recruit.
resources.
Well, oh, wrong one. Yeah, I like the oh, I can recruit. I'll gain this one. Do I want to do that? Oh, I'm so close to what I want. I can't work out whether I should gamble now or wait. Do you know what? I'm gonna wait, and then I'll
Somebody's
accept
going
that you're
for a
probably.
sulfur boy.
Yeah, I might be going for a big guy. I don't want to say, but yeah.
I get it.
Okay, Sven, your last go this round.
My last go. I can do some building, I guess, which would be really cool because I get another region.
Yeah,
I should do that.
Or you can improve the one you've got. Either one.
I think I'm greedy. I can do that, right?
Yeah. So that's how you take control of it. So you'll get your resources for building.
Yeah.
There you go.
But I have to pay 3 gold. Not doing the Richard
Yes.
here. Sorry.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, so it's the AI's last turn. Oh, I forgot to place people on the card. So 6, he's going to interact with this one. So hopefully he's going to come and battle you.
Yeah.
He is.
He is
going to fight you. So
damn.
He's going to use his 3 card.
Oh no.
And this combat card. So we don't know what that one is. Could be anything.
Okay.
So you have to pick a combat card to defend.
I am in with 1. He's coming on with 3. He already used his 1 card. That's not a relief.
No, that's probably the worst case scenario.
Let me think. I guess I'm fine with this one.
Okay, so he is 6 points, and unfortunately you're on 4.
I'm 4,
so,
but I get 2 resources.
Yep, so you get 2 resources, but unfortunately did lose that control of that space.
Sure, I get that.
Pink
that
has stolen that from you. And use that, and as he wins, he gets 1 victory point instead of a resource. Okay, so that's the end of the round. So yeah, Pink managed to I think you had a very good round. I think you might be in the lead. So if we add up points from the kind of top, the northeast, sorry. So I choose Pink. So Pink gets 1 point there.
I take him.
It only controls another one, so 2 points for Pink.
Yeah.
Yep, so he's on 5 points. Heal, that's me. I get 3 points to this one and 1 point for that one, so that's 4. I might be in last place. And Sven, you had a really good round. You get 3 points for this one, 3 points for this one, You don't get that one, unfortunately, because
Yes.
Pink stole it from you. But you do get 4 points for having the middle. So yeah, very good
Nice.
round.
That is
So
10.
10 points.
Wow. I'm proud.
So I'm going to.
You can
I think
decide
I'll
the
stick to
turn
the
order.
same turn order.
Okay.
I'll stick to the same turn order.
Okay.
For now, so I can get the kind of the first jump in on the resources next round. So we take all our workers back now.
These are these
Pink
little
takes those back.
necromancer assistants, or what are these workers? Because they have little staffs in their hands.
Yeah, so they're how did I manage that? I managed to somehow
Apprentices.
swoop the difficulty card for the AI under the player mat. That is impressive. So these are our minions. They're so when we rose back as sort of necromancers, we used our first bit of power to raise the people we had around us. So we only had a handful of minions and a few fighters.
Yeah.
So not the. Where did that go? Did it go into one of the decks? I have no idea. Well, we'll play with one of the other difficulties.
Here's the difficulty card. I found it.
Yeah, where did that go?
In this deck.
Oh, okay. That's
Tabletop simulator.
yeah. So we controlled a few. I've lost the cube now, but it was on number 2. Yeah, so we controlled a few minions, but they're effectively just like our sort of alchemy helpers. There would have been a, in our lab or something. They have no combat ability, but they're the ones that we send out to do all our bits, because we're kind of above that. So you get your fighters back from your graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
And we're ready to start the round again. So again, I'm starting this one.
Yes.
And I think I am going to go for, which is probably going to be a surprise to nobody, I'm going to go get some blood. Annoyingly, it is helping you.
Thank you very much. For 1 gold.
You'll get a coin.
And 1 resource from my choosing.
And resource of choice. So I'm going to recruit this guy.
Yeah. Interesting. I thought you were going for this one, but okay, interesting.
Yeah, he was on my cards, but I couldn't get the sulfur, so I decided to change last minute. So that's 6 bone, 4, 5, 6, 2 blood, and 1 sulfur.
Yeah.
So
and going by
he'll be completely worth it.
Nice. And going by the secret value of the resources, this one is the best factory right now, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
but we will
one
talk
space,
about that
though,
later.
And it's not super well defended.
That's right.
You may have some competition for it coming up.
That's right. But let me think about what I will do. I guess I will, before it will be occupied, I will take this factory because it's also very good. I will get a blood. I will get 3 ashes. And I will, of course,
I know which one you're
purchase one huge guy.
Well done.
Thank you very much. So I have 5 blood.
Hey, it's the guy I want.
Oh, interesting. I have 3 ashes and 2 bones. That was expensive, but also I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, that'll be good if you can. I mean, unfortunately, you can't add it to your central citadel, but potentially when you get them back, if someone defeats you, you'll have a very strong hand.
Yes.
Okay, what's AI going to do? Hopefully something against not me, because I don't think I'm winning. So it's the last card in this deck. 1, 2, 3, and he's going to attack. He's going to attack me.
Yes,
oh no, wait, sorry. First one, he's just going to use the resource. He's going to be nice.
Wait.
So I was getting a bit ahead of myself. Yeah. So
okay, so you get sulfur. This is pretty good. Pretty good.
Which is that's Yeah, that was very nice of him. And yeah, so that's AI's turn. Now my turn. I'm looking at, I'm eyeing that guy up too. But 5, 3, and 2. Okay, well, I do kind of want those resources.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you use that, I can probably get there ahead. Okay, but first things first, I've got to take this off. Yeah, it's earning you too many points.
Okay. I am prepared.
So probably a bad move, but how much do I want to put towards it? Yeah, okay. I'm going to go that and
What do you
okay,
have?
I know what I'll do. So I'm going to do 2 cards, and I'm going to do this one.
You are doing 2 cards and this one.
Track. Oh no, I didn't.
I guess I will do this then. Okay, so let's reveal.
Okay. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Okay.
You're using the 5 guy. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, so you had 6 points. And yeah, I went a bit too heavy, but I did get to use my 0 at least.
Yeah. So I have 3 against your 6, and you get 3 coins for winning. That's pretty nice.
Ooh, yeah. And I have to move these in now.
And you can use these it is very well defended, but your 5 guy is deployed right now, so that's good.
So, and the worker space is used up, so I won't be able to get him back this round, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Unless he gets defeated. Well, no, then I still won't be able to get around this round.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did weigh up going for the middle, but I don't know. I didn't think I could quite do it.
Yeah, it is already 6 in the middle, and I still have strong cards. So that was actually maybe a good idea from you. Not doing.
We'll see. Time will tell. Okay.
Okay, so my turn. What do we?
Unless I can recruit, which I cannot.
What do we have?
Well, I can, but I don't want to. Yeah.
This guy, I think that's not super interesting. Oh, I've lost, so I get a bonus resource, right?
Yes, you'll get your resource, yeah.
Yeah, so I will take blood. Who would have thought? So I can.
Now it's actually very handy for your big guy.
Yeah. This one is interesting. Yes.
Probably took the blood structure a bit late, didn't I? I think you've recruited most of them, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, you swooped in and grabbed them all.
I don't really like what's going on right now in the middle in terms of recruiting. But what can I do? What would be a cool thing to do? I guess for the lack of better situation.
You still got 2 coins, so you could build.
I could build, right?
Yeah,
I could build this
there,
or this one.
You can build them on top of your current ones. I mean, there'd only be.
But I only control one region. That's not
space.
really. I like this 3-pointer. I don't want to overwrite it.
Yeah, you'd still, unfortunately, building a 2 and a 3 would just give you the same amount of points. But then, yeah, you'd still get the resources, and then next round you get something. But yeah, it might weigh it up.
Maybe you want to give me this.
No, I don't.
Or this region. Maybe you want to give me this region. Would you like to give me that? After you taken this one?
Consider it. Okay, how many cards are you using?
Okay. I am using
We can just consider it a friendly exchange if you win it.
1 card.
One card.
I have 2 in my
Ooh,
hand.
but you
Now
did
you
just
can
get
think.
your 6.
Mm-hmm. Am I using my 6 or
Oh,
am I not using my 6? That's the question.
would you not use your 6 there? I think you would have used your 6. Hey, potentially. So I just need to draw. So, oh no, but with your combat card. Oh no, I don't know if I can win it. Okay.
Oh, I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Flip over.
Reveal. What's your?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
You did
using
use your
6.
6.
Yes.
Okay, so I think you've won regardless. I thought you might be using that. You can roll the dice if you want.
But I'm already at 6, you are at 5,
Just
but
to
I want to see
feel.
how well I beat you. Yeah,
Oh,
it's okay.
and the dice roll was on my side too. Yeah, I would have had to use my. I would have to get very lucky with a dice roll.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
so okay, so I get 2 resources for losing those, so it's not too big a deal because hopefully
That's
that
right.
means I can come back and
Yeah. But
do
this
some
one
damage.
goes on your graveyard, and I am moving in.
So what do I want? I want.
Can I give you this to your graveyard, right?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm getting this guy, and
And
I am taking control. And now it
yeah.
is your turn. No,
And
yeah, AI's
discard
turn.
that.
Sorry.
Did you gain your victory point for winning?
No, I didn't. Thank you very much, Richard. Hey, in the Dark Arcade is here. Pablo here from the Old King's Crown. Just dropping to say hi. The TTS mode looks fantastic. I agree, Richard. It looks fantastic. We're having a meeting, but we'll definitely catch up with this on YouTube. Wonderful stuff.
Beautiful.
Yes, the Old King's Crown looks very beautiful as well. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I think you're seeing that next week, aren't you? I'm looking forward to that.
And maybe leave a follow in the Dark Arcade, Pablo. Follow us so that we can, that the dopamine rush will hit my brain. Thank you very much.
You can't win and get follows. It's not fair.
Nice.
Okay. So right, AIs go. Hopefully the AI is going to help me out a bit here.
Thanks. Yes. Let's see what the AI does.
Oh, it got 1. Sorry. Okay, so it is. It's not.
It is using its own region.
It's going to use its own resource space.
Oh, it will get 3 points from that, right?
No, it only gains the owner's benefit.
Okay. Okay.
So it gains the reward from the combat cards and the owner's benefit, and that's all the victory point gain. It kind of slithers. Other than that, it gets what it has from the buildings. At the minute, that's the rule anyway. It might tweak it, but I don't want to have too much admin.
Get it.
Okay, so yeah, it's my go again, and
it's your go.
Quite. I need a few more resources.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know.
Oh no, I forgot to buy someone.
Your new space.
Next time.
Oh, did you forget to recruit?
Yeah. But
I'll let you retcon. Did you built your building too, didn't you? No, you didn't build in there.
I didn't build.
No, you attacked me.
I attacked
Ignore
you.
me.
You really want to let me use my thing when I attacked you?
Yeah, use your resources on something other than
thank
killing
you
me.
very much. Thank you, because I want to get this blood boy. Thank you.
You don't need him. Yeah. Okay. So
maybe you want
I know
this
what I'm doing.
guy.
I'm using your new stolen space here.
I thought so that you would do that.
Yeah.
So sulfur for me.
So again, I'm gonna go, and then I think I've got enough to get this big guy. So I need 5 sulfur. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You get 6.
3 bone and 2 ash.
And another one of these. What should I take?
Right. I'll probably see.
Get another.
I'll probably try and see if I can take back my my building.
Sulfur.
Okay. Right,
we get a 3 here.
Oh, yeah. So,
There is
well
the
remembered.
ash one, the ashen one.
Yeah. There's one for each clan, yeah. The top.
And he's eating his children. It's a kind of necromancy Kronos or something like that. Okay. So here, it's my turn now, no? You just bought the big and scary guy, the sulfur mountain, and now it's my turn to do something with my life. I want to do something with my life, and I guess
You still got 2 guys in your hand. I can't remember what you recruited now. I know you got a weak blood one.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the other one was. I have a feeling it wasn't. It was another.
I think I want to go here.
Okay.
And attack.
Oh no, it's not me. It's not me.
No,
So,
it's not
yeah,
you.
you'll be
It's the AI. It's all fine. I want to attack the AI, and I need to. Yeah, he's in with 3, so I'm using 2 cards. I mean, I can do it openly because it's not against you.
Yeah.
So here, Can I reason with you? Can I tell you why I'm doing this?
You can.
Yeah, because just let's exchange thoughts about the game, right?
Yeah.
I want to get rid of my last card so I can get all the cards again, 1. And second, I want to have a bad structure where I can build a good one on. These are the 2 reasons.
Yeah.
But I lose, right?
So 4, you got 5, 6, 7. I don't know if you 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he beat you, unfortunately.
That's
so
okay.
You do still get your compensation, which is quite good for that one. It's 2 gold.
That's good.
And
I get my cards
a victory
back.
point for winning.
So now I can use all the cards again.
Yes. Okay, we'll see if the AI is going to seek its revenge. So 5
against you.
Interact with this one and is gonna. It's going to attack the middle.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's going to have much chance here.
Against me? Oh, interesting.
Give it a chance to recruit it again.
He will attack with 3 plus a combat card, but he already used. I can look what combat card he's used, right? Or do I have to memorize it?
Only the top one.
Only the top one. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, you have to sort of. Yeah, you only get a little snippet of information there.
Yeah, I get it. I guess I will gamble.
You just got all of them back. You should probably use a really strong one.
Okay, I gamble.
Okay. Oh, it's the dice too. I was hoping it would be the dice.
So he is 3, I got 6, and now I have to 1, 2, or 3, please. 1, 2, or 3. Fuck! Damn!
4, 5, 6, 7 versus your 1. You got 6. Oh no! You know for something. Bad. So you do get to. He does have to discard the level 1, but yeah, unfortunately.
Whoa! I was too greedy there. I was way too greedy there.
Well, at least the AI is playing this well. If I'm not much of an opponent, but.
Oh no!
That okay. So
that hurts, man. That hurts.
Good for me. Because I was going to attack the middle.
Okay.
So that helps me out a little bit, I think. So yeah, I'm going to attack the middle.
Damn.
I can play it face up, so I'm going to use both of my. I hadn't recruited anything special, but. So he's used his dice. Used a 6. Is it just 1 card left? I think it's a 3. I can't remember using a 3.
Yeah.
So 7. And
yes, 2 and 3 is
2,
5.
So 5. I think I'll be alright with something weak. If it's not, no, it's definitely not 3.
Right? Yeah, it's not. I think you got it.
Oh, it's a 0.
Oh.
Okay,
but
completely
you can
wrong.
choose.
So that means I have to discard this one. but I still win the battle.
Okay.
And the AI has now got all of their cards back. So,
Mhm.
well, that didn't last long for him, but
Yeah.
thank you. And I'll get my 2 coins.
Now it's my
for winning that.
turn.
Just want to see if I can recruit anything quickly. I've got a whole bunch of coins now, and I've got no fighters in my hand, so I probably should. Yeah, I'm going to use 2 coins and a blood to recruit this one.
Ah, yeah.
Okay. Right now, Sven.
Another sulfur
Ooh.
boy.
Ooh.
You're interested in that one, I guess. But
maybe.
I have 2 sulfur in my hand. Let's see what I'm doing. Okay.
Surely you want to save up for a bigger one, like this or this one.
That
Not
is a
go
possibility.
for hanging fruit down here.
Yeah, that's maybe. Let's think about this one. Gosh, the colors are so good, Pablo says.
It's good to hear. They're all picked because of colorblind safety, so it's nice when they actually
That's
sort of
great.
end up being quite nice.
So it's accessible. You already built in accessibility for colorblind people. That's great.
Yeah, that was the foundation of the resources being what they are. Was I knew I wanted them to be alchemy ingredients, but I researched what was colorblind safe, and that kind of dictated what they became. Yeah, I'd recommend if someone's developing a game, start with the colorblind safety, and because it seems like a small thing, but when I researched it, it's like I think it's 10% of the male population suffers from some kind of colorblindness. And you can't. It's hard to please everyone and cater for everyone, but the way I've done this, it should cater for I think something like 1 in every 1,000 people will have an issue potentially. And I'm hoping to, if raise enough money that I can add some extra components to negate some of the negative. I could potentially shape these cubes and things like that, and I'd love to be able to do that if I gain enough money as well.
That's
But
pretty
yeah,
good.
it should be safe. So that was a Corcon kind of thing. Right, yeah, Sven, what are you doing?
I guess I'm going here and get some
that
bones.
must burn. There you go. I got your
Thank you.
bone, and Pink gets another victory point and puts me firmly in last place. That's not fair.
But not after this round. Not after this round, Richard. I think you'll go. You'll be going places. And I guess I will recruit now. Sorry.
Go ahead. Sorry, I skipped your recruiting phase. Are you going for?
I will go for that one. 2 sulfur and 3 bone and 2 coins for this one.
Nice. Very cool. Okay, so I just rolled for the AI. It was 3. So he's going to be interacting with this space.
Yeah.
And
interesting.
Going to can't build, so he'll be recruiting. So it'll be recruiting a level 2 one.
It's this
so
one.
that one, unfortunately.
Ooh. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Don't give away your intentions too quickly. Okay, right. So that's the end of the second round.
I think at this point it is no secret, right?
Yeah, we seem to have picked our sides. It's definitely sulfur versus blood, and then whomever in the middle. That's why it's annoying when you just recruited that, because I kind of wanted that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll start with Pink. So Pink gets 1 point for here, 1 point from here. So not doing huge amounts on them.
That's
but
okay.
10 points overall, not too bad. Then you get 3 points for here and 3 points for there. 6 points.
17.
And then I get 3 points for here, 1 point for here, but I do get 5 points for the middle, so 10 points. Is that right? 3 points.
3
no, 9
plus
points.
1 plus
2, 3,
5
4,
are
5,
8.
6, 8, 9.
8
so
points.
You're still firmly in the lead.
Firmly? Yeah, firmly. 4 points. Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, that's good.
It's going well.
Okay, so
And now my
so
armies
now we
will
will
raise
return
from the
our-
dead.
Yep,
Richard.
raise everything from your graveyard, and we'll take all our workers back off the board
Yeah.
for the third round. I'm missing one of my workers.
You're missing? He got lost?
No, he's found.
Okay, good.
Just dawdling. Ooh. Okay.
Good.
So who's in last place? It is.
It
Well,
is
so
you
out
are.
of the two of us, it's me. So we know that AI always goes last. So I'm gonna. Oh yeah, it's gonna get tight for the middle. So I'm gonna switch us around. So we're gonna go effectively reverse what we were doing before.
Oh,
So
interesting.
Sven, you go first, then me, then it's AI.
Interesting. That is quite interesting. I want this, but I don't want to give it to
your
you.
resources as well, so.
Yeah. I have the resources you're interested in, and you have the resources I am interested in. And I guess that'll have to do for the moment. I have to do this. Here, have your taxes.
Yeah, thank you very much. So I get a
am.
coin and a. Ooh, what do I go for?
I am bloodthirsty. Yeah.
I'll go for. Ooh, actually,
What resource do you like?
pains me to go for a ash or bone as an extra resource, but I'm going to do it. I'll go for bone.
Get it. And I'm purchasing
Okay.
with 1 ash for 3 blood and 1 coin. I will purchase this guy.
Monastery, yeah. Very cool.
This guy is beautiful. This guy is really cool. I like this one.
Okay. I'm not going to change what's going to do. So I
The
will
AI
build.
is first, right?
Do a bit of building.
No, the AI is last. Sorry.
Yeah, so we reversed the order now. Yeah.
The AI is
so
always
I'm
last.
next, and then
Get
you,
it. Yeah.
And then AI. So, yeah, I'm going to build. So I'll use my 3 of my resources, and I'm going to build this sulfur.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, do I risk it though? Oh.
You know what's going to happen, right?
Well, I'm gonna play a bit more strategically then. I'm gonna build it there, and then I'm gonna take back my big guy, replace it with a weedy guy. Wait, where did I get that from? Did I have that? Yeah, maybe. So at least they're paired up then.
Yeah.
And I'll get my 3 sulfur for building that structure.
Yeah.
And then hopefully I can use that to some effect. Do I get something bigger?
I guess you
This is
will
always
wait a little bit.
do
right?
I do it now or do I do it later? Okay, I'm gonna play slightly riskier and I'm gonna hold off. I'm not gonna go for the cheap guys. I'm gonna go for the strong guy.
Okay.
Not
Interesting.
them telling you that.
So then the AI is doing its stuff.
Yep. So AI is 2. So it's your space, and it's just gonna use it. So you get the owner's benefit there, the sulfur and any resource.
Thank you very much, dear AI.
Pretty helpful.
I can take what I want. What do I want, actually? Yeah, let's take a blood. It's never wrong. Or maybe going for a sulfur.
Yeah, I think probably you've recruited all of the blood.
Could be.
You've got this huge deck of fighters here.
Could be.
I don't know. So it's your go now.
It's my go? Cool.
It is.
So now I am looking for trouble, of course.
Yeah, I'm expecting some trouble.
I want to...
It's not, but it's so small.
Want Do I
Oh, I'll
want
be
this?
gutted if I lose that now.
I think I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, how many fighters are you using? Well, you've got so many
2.
fighters, I can't possibly know what you're going to go with.
Nope. You know, don't know
All I'm going
anything.
to know, they're probably paired. What do I need? I've got 3, so you'll need a 4 to beat me. And you've used your 0, but I think you have everything left. Okay. I've picked my combat card.
Okay. So you have
Reveal.
3. Reveal the combat card. The dice.
The dice.
I'm attacking with
So
5 plus 1
5,
is
6. So
6.
you'd have to get a 1, and I'd have to get more than 3. So it's not looking good.
So
It's going to be tight.
I am
Okay.
already 7. I am already 3 ahead of you.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
let's see.
do win on a draw. So, oh, I got 6, but not good enough, I don't think.
I've got a 5, so I'm still 3 ahead of you.
Yeah, so
Nice.
what, 9, and you have more than 9.
I have 11.
So close.
Whew.
I
Oh
just
my god, the
upgraded
dice
it.
rolls.
Okay.
Nice.
I do get 2 coins for losing though, so
Yeah.
that's nice.
That's correct. I wouldn't have minded 2 coins as well, to be perfectly honest, but that's the cool thing about this combat mechanic. You never feel really super bad about it.
That was one of the big things.
Yeah.
One of the essential things. I wanted to design a area control game without the sort of burn of losing. There's a sort of, you need to have enough loss to kind of make it mean that it makes sense for you to try and fight to keep it. But I liked it to have it not enough of a loss that you feel bad about losing something.
Yeah.
Hopefully I've got that balance. Well, I should know because I'm currently losing more than I'm gaining, I think. So, okay. So AI. No, it's my go.
It's your go, yeah.
Oh, can I cause some hurt?
You want revenge, right?
I do. Oh, I think I. Okay. Right. I know what I'll do. Okay. Yeah. So, I'm going to go, and I'm going to fight. I'm going to try and take this off you.
Sure. And you come in strong? No, you only choose 1 fighter.
1 fighter.
Interesting. I've forgotten to recruit again. I'm sorry. But this time it's my fault.
Go ahead.
Nah, this time is my fault.
Were you going to recruit? Which one were you going to recruit? This one?
Yeah.
Oh, this one. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
For sure. You're...
Yeah, go.
Okay, this is the beginner's bonus, okay? That's nice. Thank you.
Yeah, it's so I can use that as an excuse for losing later.
Yeah, that's right.
I could be like, well, I did. I did let you do that. Oh, there's a lot of ash on the table. There's 5 ash fighters up,
It is.
and you control
Annoying.
most of the. Oh no, wait, a pink controls some of the ash. Okay.
I'm gonna choose... I don't like it. I'm gonna choose this card. Okay.
Okay.
Let's
reveal. Oh, so yeah, I just got you.
You just got it, yeah. 6 to 5.
Just by 1. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the only combat card I had, so.
Wow.
So I get 1 resource for winning.
I
and they're
get
refreshed
2
now.
coins.
It's to your graveyard.
That's okay. That's alright.
What resource do I want? Oh, yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's the case where if I'd won, I think I would have in slightly better position to recruit. But I think I'm going to recruit this guy if I can. It's 3, 3, and 3. So
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's use a gold. 6, 7, and a gold.
Who?
So, okay.
Who?
Okay,
So,
right. So it's the AI's go, right?
AI.
6. So it's this one, and so it's not going to attack because it's its own space. So he's going to attack the middle. So he's going to attack me, and he's
Okay.
got a whole hand of fighters.
Oh.
So okay,
7.
I might lose the middle. Okay.
That escalated quickly.
Do I just throw the battle? No, I'm gonna use my dice.
Mm-hmm.
Because at least if I lose, I get 2 points. Okay, so
you just
reveal. Oh, he's used his dice
he's
as
using
well.
the dice as well. You want to do both dice, or should I do the AI dice?
You do the AI dice.
So you need one more, just one more than him. He's got 6.
Oh,
You've got it.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I got a victory point for that, and he gets 2 victory points.
Damn.
Instead of the resource. Oh, that's all right then. Phew.
Yeah, that's good. Congratulations.
Thank you. And we need to flip the cards over for the AI.
Mm-hmm.
And replenish. Okay.
Okay.
Now, Sven, your go.
So it's my go. I want to go into this space. With 2 boys.
Oh, got space to work in there.
Yeah.
Which one? Sorry, where did you go?
I am
was distracted.
going north, southeast.
But he's
I'm visiting you.
But he's hanging out. Just hanging out.
He's just hanging out there, yeah, and I want to visit him a little bit.
With 2 guys. Okay. Alright, I know what I'm doing.
Okay. I have to think about what I'm doing.
I'm pressing the wrong button, that's what I'm doing. Okay. Oh, no. I'll give it away.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
Oh, this is joined. So you got 5, 6, and yeah. So
6 against your 4. That's enough.
Yeah, the 2 resources.
And I get 2
I'm gonna go
coins
for
for winning.
So I think it's going to be most useful.
That's good. And I am defeating you with your own sulfur army. Hasn't that a nice touch?
At least it wasn't worth much. I didn't care about that one anyway. Even though it's technically my homeland, which I've completely abandoned.
Good.
Okay, so right, what am I doing?
It's your turn.
I kind of expected to lose the middle by this point. I don't know if I want to go as hard. Well, there's a lot of ash there, so I'm begrudgingly gonna use. Oh, I'll use pinks.
Yeah.
Get 3
Pink
ash, and gets a victory point.
Yeah.
Oh wait, he gets 1 victory point, and then do I want to recruit? 5 ash. There's a 4 ash.
Yes, guys.
Oh, the big guy there, though. I haven't got anything to pair it up with, so I think I'm gonna wait. I'll wait and I'll try and race you to the big guy.
Get
okay.
it. Get it.
So it is now AI's go, right?
AI's go, yeah.
6.
In his own area again.
He's gonna use okay. Simple go. Nice.
Good. Does he get 1 victory point? No, because it's his own
No,
structure.
doesn't get.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So it's my last turn for this round.
Yeah.
So do I want trouble, or do I want to be constructive? I think I want to be constructive. So I'm going here.
Nice.
And I am building this little structure here.
Where are you
And
going
I'm
to build
building it
3
here.
coins. Yeah, 3 as much.
And I'm getting
Get one of each.
ash, 1 bone, 1 sulfur, 1 blood. I am not recruiting at the moment. And it's your turn.
Interesting. Could you be aiming for this one? It's maybe. Oh, I don't know. Actually, it could be anything. Okay. Right.
That's good.
Okay, that's my last go this round. Okay, let's make it worthwhile then. I've got to attack some stuff. I think I'm gonna have to attack. I thought you were gonna go your last turn. You were gonna take the middle.
Yeah, but then you would take it back, right?
Yeah, and then I would come back. That's the advantage of being in last place. I get to plan that you go ahead of me.
Yeah. You know what my plan is? Can I tell you my plan?
4.
Or my reasoning?
Yes. Yeah.
My reasoning is to let your 6 guy here and not replace him, so then when I defeat him next round, you don't have him anymore.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I had prepared for it too. So yeah, you scuppered me. Okay.
That's cool. It's cool what kind of strategies you have to come up with in this game. It's really working.
You got 6 over there, right? Sorry, I'm just deciding which one of your many locations to attack. So that's worth 4. That's worth 4, and it's only defended to 5. And that's worth. Okay, well, you've just built it, and it's on my homeland.
Yeah.
I've got to come take it from you.
Sure. And I have only one card left, so you can.
Oh, I don't remember what it was. I think you've used your dice, and I think you've used your 4. So it's defended to 5. Oh, do you know what? I'm gonna. Oh, apologies.
No problem.
Gave it away. And then I will use. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Let's flip it.
Yep.
Ooh.
Okay. So
interesting.
it's going to be close. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because they're matched against 5, 6, 7, 8.
8.
Oh.
You
okay,
just
I did
got
take a
it.
risk there.
Damn.
I thought you. So I just scraped
done.
by. I get all 3 coins.
Well done.
Um.
So I'm taking
And did you get
these
your
guys
benefits,
to the graveyard.
Did you get your resources?
I get my 2 resources.
Yeah.
My 2 blood, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah. And
And
then
now
AIs go, and then what's the last round? And so the last round, last round resources get you points. Remember? So he's attacking the middle. You can't attack the middle, so he'll recruit, and it's up to the 3rd one. So he's going to recruit this big guy. Unfortunately,
Damn.
He does do it. So yeah, we've done well getting through the deck. So it's
yeah.
Okay. So that's it. So let's add up some points. It's fairly even, I think. I think the middle might swing it. I might be able to catch up with you because of that. So pinks get 1, 2 points. It's not doing super well on that.
Mm-hmm.
I am blue. You have got 4 points for this one and 3 points. That was a 7 points.
7.
That's a good round.
I have 7 plus 8 are 15. Wait, 15?
Wait.
25. Here's a 15 on the round tracker, but it is 25.
Yeah, I know. I joke that if you end up there, then you have to admit that you have to accept you only get 15 points.
Damn.
But the reason I haven't changed it is because I cut these out by hand as double layered player mats for for playtesting,
Mm-hmm.
and didn't realize until I cut all of them out
Oh.
that there was a spelling mistake, and also changed the amount of meeples. It shows 5 meeples, but I've changed it now to 4.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I am not changing it. They'll just have to live with that for a while until they get the proper output.
Until the final product. Yeah. I get
Yeah,
it.
I can't bring myself to it.
No.
Yeah, so well done. Yeah, you got 7 points, and then I get 4 here, 7, and then I get nicely 6 for the middle. So
13
that's
points.
13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
You are in the lead
So,
now.
ooh.
You overtook me.
Okay, I don't know if I'll be able to keep it, but it does mean that you get to decide the player order. So
Yes. I think I will parrot you and do it like this.
It's a good call. Okay, and then we replenish our graveyards and take back our workers. Didn't mean to point there.
Mm-hmm.
I just pointed at the board. I didn't mean to. Pink, take back theirs. Okay.
Wow.
So I go first, right?
You go first.
Since I've got this pretty well defended building down here, and I've got some coins now, I'm going to build.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm going to go here. I'm missing a worker. There it is. So which one? I'm going to build. There's still a lot of ash out there, so I'm going to build that. Oh no, wait. Do I want to do that? Because I'll reduce the...
Yeah, you
I won't
reduce
get any
the
extra points. Oh, but then it would be a good move. But there is a lot of ash available. Okay, change plan. Pivot. I'm going for that one.
Get it.
1, 2, 3, 4. And that cost me 3 coins. And
are you recruiting?
And yeah, I'm hoping so. I think I'm going to need to. 6, 2. That's the one I'm after. I don't know if I've got enough now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 sulfur. Yeah, and I just have to use my coin.
Yes.
There you go.
I don't really like the sound of this, but it is okay for now. It is all right for now.
So this is the final round, just remind you. So for every 3 resources we have, get 1 extra victory point, and for every 2 gold you have.
Good to know.
It still makes sense to build because you'll get victory points for the resources and also for the buildings.
Yeah. But I guess I'll start doing this. I'm attacking this area.
Oh. Okay. I've only got 2 cards left.
Now I
How
have
many
to
fighters are
remember
you using?
Oh, I'm disconnected from the lobby. Maybe save the game. Save the game quickly.
I just
yeah, perfect.
No, sorry, it was my fault. I exited it by mistake when I was searching. Oh, classic. It would have auto saved. Just might mean.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh, classic. This is the problem when I'm using PCs and I'm used to Macs. Because the X is on the other side.
Damn. But there's autosaves, right? So we will recreate. We will be able to recreate it.
Yeah. So I just recruited this one. Discard the resources, and then and then you were about to attack. I think it just auto-saved before that.
I still need to find your server, but I think it will only be minutes.
It's auto-saved right before we were there. I can now use this opportunity to rearrange everything in my favor.
Okay, there we are.
The fun of Tabletop Simulator. You don't have that problem in real life where someone's like, "Oh, I by mistake just packed away the board." Like, oh no!
It is only when someone is really angry and does something of a table flip in real life. It has happened.
Yeah.
It has happened.
Okay, so yeah, you were just
Yes.
about to attack, so it just was
I
it
was
before
about
you
to
attacked.
attack, yeah. So I'm recreating this situation, and now I am going with this team
Oh,
again.
how many? 2 fighters. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do.
2. This is not enough. I don't want to use. I want to keep that one. I'm gonna use this one. Okay,
Okay,
let's flip it.
right. Reveal.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, and the
I-
2 fighters are the
yeah.
sulfur boys as well
5,
again.
6, 7, 8. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
so it's
good. It's a
true.
good choice. So I don't think it matters too much about resource. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance
He's
to
your
recruit much more.
blood
So I will
man.
take. Oh, actually, I'll take a bone.
So
Did you get your gold?
I got my gold, and
Perfect.
I am not recruiting. And
You're
you
a very
took-
efficient player, I can tell. You recruit most rounds, which is it's very good.
Thank you.
Much more efficient than I usually play. So, right, 1. So it's going to interacting with this one.
Mhm.
Can't attack, so it's actually going to attack the middle again.
Damn.
And he's got his 6.
Damn. Damn. That's interesting.
So, luckily, I only have 1 card left, and I saved it, and it's a 4. So,
Okay.
0, which means I win, but it's now completely undefended. So thanks for that.
But it's your
2 coins.
turn.
Yeah, I can't add any more. It's the middle.
You don't get 2 coins. You get a resource. I'm sorry, because you won.
Yeah, you're right. See, this is how I cheat. Oh, that's much worse. Yeah.
That's
Or resource stone.
interesting.
I'm going to go for another bone, so I get a piece of victory point.
But that's also
so the
bad
middle is empty,
because it's
and I
your
can't do
turn.
anything about it. Okay. So yeah, now it's my turn.
So you can take the middle, right?
You won that, didn't you?
This
Yeah.
is mine.
I can't take the middle because I already own it. So it just has to sit there and be a fair game for you. I just have to hope that you.
Right.
Yeah, this is. I have to hope that the AI
We'll do it once
attacks
more.
you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or I just have to work around. I have to make sure that the 7 points you're inevitably probably going to get from the middle are worth it. I still get to use a combat card, so
That's right.
and I've just got them all refreshed, so
That's right.
it's not completely there.
Yeah.
Oh, I've forgotten to put my color back as teal, so I couldn't see my cards.
Wow, it's very exciting now. Oi, oi, oi.
I've never had that before, so that's a good case for the AI that they basically just king make, but well, probably not actually because it's going to be really close still, even with
Yeah.
that. Oh yeah, what am I doing now? I do want to take back that, but I think this one. So that's worth 4. This was worth 3 and 3, and that's defended 6, 6, and 5. I think I'm going to try and take this one off. Yeah.
The 4 points one.
Yeah.
But also with 6. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Do that one and that one, and I will pick. I just go for how many fights have I got left? Quite a few, probably. Okay.
Let me think. I think I'm going to do this. Okay. So let's see.
right?
Oh,
Oh, yeah. So
6,
you've
9,
won.
6 and 10. I get it.
Yeah, you got it. So I get my 2.2
You get 2
resources.
resources,
I
but
will
you
get
you have
more bone.
exhausted these guys, right? The 5 and the 1, you've exhausted them. I like
Yes,
that.
they are doomed. Okay, that's your go, Sven.
Mm-hmm. I take a bone.
Did you? Yeah, you got your one. Yeah.
Um,
You've used your 4 now, though, which is good news for me.
This is good news. Yeah, you know that, and you probably will remember that. My question, I think I will leave the middle empty until something else happens.
Yeah, it makes sense to wait until the
Yeah,
final round.
because
I really
I
hope
have the last.
the
You have to
you take
hope
it,
for the
and
AI. Yeah.
then the AI comes for you.
Yes. But I will now. What will I do? I think I will. Interesting ideas. Let me think about that. I have to think for a second.
What are you thinking? What are your options? So you've still got a huge hand of fighters.
I mean,
2 workers left.
I
You
think
need
I
one for the
should.
middle.
I should fight 2 more times, recruit 1 time, and the rest I have to optimize my resource gain. This is what I'm thinking about right now, because I am an optimization boy.
Yeah.
And I'm doing this by going here, getting 3 bones. I like this sound. I like this sound. Right?
Well, it's immediately a victory point. 3 bone, I
Yes.
guess. Even if you don't recruit. But yeah, I'm trying to weigh up whether it's worth me recruiting anything.
But I'm
or if it's-
recruiting. I'm recruiting 5 bone,
Oh, you're going for the big guy.
ash, and a coin, and 3 blood
Nice.
for the big guy. Because I have big plans, I need the big guy. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's your turn.
Oh,
No, it's the
right.
AI's turn. I'm sorry.
It's AIs, yeah. I am. I don't know if what I can do.
The AI
my
has
best
1 in the middle, right?
is-
No, he doesn't.
Yes,
He
right.
lost. But he has 1 in the middle because he tried to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He tried to attack. So he's going to build. That might help him. He just builds the one on the left onto
Okay.
that. Okay.
You
So
can do
that's
that.
pacifist move by Pink. So back to me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
It's
no
very
way up to
exciting.
target. Yeah, this is tricky. I kind of want to try and draw you out. I feel like I'm basically gonna try and poke you with a stick until you use all your best cards on me. Give me a chance in the middle. I just don't think I'm gonna have a chance. You could put 3 cards in there, so it's not worth me holding back. Is there something fun I can do? Okay. I'll work out whether it's worth me returning some fighters to my hand
Oh yeah. Ah
by
yeah.
using my own space.
But that's the fun about
Um,
area control, right? If you weaken one area, then it's up for grabs.
it is, but I can return them to my hand and then potentially use them to attack you strong twice.
Maybe.
How many cards you got? You got 3 left, so you're like, oh,
But you only have
okay.
2
I'll
actions left.
This is worth 3. This is worth 3. This is worth 4, and it's defended with 6. Kind of want that. Okay. I'm just gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that before you attack.
Do it.
Although I could wait. If I wait, no, changing plans, because it's something I can do first. So let's just maximize my points.
Yeah.
Up to I don't think you can attack twice. Okay, I'm gonna go here.
Oh.
Is this a good move? I'm gonna take these 2. Just a minute. I've just got to work out with it. I don't think. Actually, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick on pink because I might be able to get what I want and gain some territory.
Oh.
So I'm going to pick on pink with that and.
I guess I know what you are up for. I can think what you are doing right now.
Yeah. I need to see these. I need to see these in my hand.
Yeah.
Oh, I've done wrong. I tried to draw them, not spread them. Another thing that doesn't happen in real life. Okay, what do I want? All right, I'm going to change plan a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what.
Interesting.
So.
Ooh.
Oh
my gosh.
I was really hoping I would win that. Oh wait, but it doesn't matter because I get my 2 coins, which is a victory
Which
point.
are 2 resources as well, yeah, or 1 victory point, yeah.
And I only lost 1 fighter for that victory point, which is fine. I wouldn't have gained too much more from actually
1
controlling
from
it. So
here
it's fine.
and a resource, so 2. Yeah, it's not really big.
And then I'm going to use my recruiting ability. I'm going to recruit this guy. Okay. That's it. We recruited everyone apart from the 6 on the board.
Wow.
Which is good going. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
In a 4-player game, I guess everything will be recruited by the end, right?
Usually, I don't know. It depends. Yeah, I don't know. It depends, really. Yeah, surprisingly, a 4. You'd think it would run out a lot sooner, but I think because on a 4-player, there's a lot more ebb and flow, and also the resources are kind of more evenly spread out in terms of what you get for your owning a structure. So actually, yeah, they do. I've only had it once where every single fighter's been taken off the board, but that's fine because it's like the last go. You kind of don't need any more. You're just working out the victory points and then using what you've got in your hand. Right, Sven, you'll go.
You stayed there, so
Penultimate go.
you are there with 8. No, with 9.
Yeah, that's what I was considering taking back, but then it's worth 5 points to me because I built on it.
Yeah. And you can.
So I really do want to defend that.
Let's try this.
Yeah, I thought you may. May.
Let's try this. Why not? I mean, we are here to play, right?
Okay.
Okay. So, show me your card. Oh!
Did I see your fighters? Wait, I didn't see what you got. Oh, so you went hard.
I
Good.
get it.
Okay,
You
that's
got
what I
it.
was hoping for.
Yeah, I get it.
I
I
think
get
you
what
won.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, so I'll see you next round.
I don't
So
even
yeah,
have
I'm guessing
to,
you're
to
bringing the
throw
6
the
in,
dice.
discarding that one.
Yeah.
He's dead, unfortunately.
He's dead. Yeah,
So he's my
because
0.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
So you gain it, but it's a little bit easier for me to take next go.
Yeah. But I'm
Cool.
fine with that. I'm fine with that. So this keeps you occupied for your last round. You know, this is what I'm thinking.
I don't know if I could have ever, because you're going to take the middle, I think, and I couldn't get it back because I go first.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
I think you. Oh, I'm not doing two. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah. Okay.
What does he
Interacting
do?
with your area, going to attack, but can't, so it's going to recruit. So
Okay, because
it'll
he
take
doesn't have fighters
this.
anymore.
Yeah. So it will take this.
But he takes the 1. I like that. I like that.
Yeah. And then it moves down.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Okay.
Right. This is my last go. I've got to make it count. So I've got to take back control of this.
Yeah, you do this, right? Yeah, I get it. I see.
Okay.
Let me
Well,
check.
it's worth 5 points. So
Yeah.
it's,
So
it's
take
the
it.
second most valuable.
Defeat my
You ready?
6 boy. My bone boy.
Bone boy. 7 versus So I got it 8.
You don't even have to throw the
so
dice.
I don't need to roll.
I can get a free resource, which is a sulfur, interestingly enough.
Get a victory point.
Yes.
Okay, so right, last go, and then the
This is yours.
Thank you. And then the AI, I'm hoping, it could do anything because the last go is designed that gets its full deck back. So it can literally do anything.
So here I am in the middle, of course.
I thought you might.
I'm attacking you.
Annoyingly though, I've just.
And I'm.
You put them in there already.
Sorry.
I've only got 1 card left, so I can't.
Yeah. No,
can't
maybe, but
much.
you don't have the dice card, right? So it's not even. No, it's impossible, because I have 3 blood boys, and I'm going with the 0 card.
Oh, so you're gonna get 3 coins. So that's a victory point as well.
Yes. And I get my cards back.
I lose my 1.
My whole cards are replenished.
Okay.
Which is cool as well.
Me too, but it doesn't help me much now. Right, so fingers crossed that the AI
will do a huge
on
turn.
his last turn does something other than just uses its own. He'll probably just use its own worker space.
Yeah.
And it's gonna go and fight the middle.
He does.
Annoyingly, it only has this card.
He only has the 1 boy.
He
only has the 1 boy. And I have everything.
Wait, did we refresh its Wait, when did it lose this? I'm trying to work out whether we refreshed its fighters.
He lost the 6-1 in the fight against you in the middle.
The last round, right? Oh no, he attacked me.
This round.
Oh yeah, this round.
Beginning.
Yeah,
that's why I can do this round now.
Yeah,
that's the whole thing. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so you just got to beat 4. Can't do it.
He's gonna be. He can't even do it, right? But I can choose a card. I can choose how I win, because I will get points, of course. I will choose this card. Wait, I will choose the 0 card and get 3 more coins, of course.
Yeah, that's an extra victory point. So
yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So that's it. So yeah, well done for taking the middle again. So pink, Got
Yes.
3 points. Didn't have a great round again. Not really meant to. Then it's blue. You had a very good round.
Yes.
So you got
3,
4 points
6.
here.
Yeah.
Plus, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 7. You got 17 points.
Nice. Which is
and then
1636 plus 7 is 43.
45. No.
43.
42.
42.
43.
43. 6 plus 7 is 13. Yeah.
6 plus 7, 4 plus 3, 43.
43 sounds good.
I only gained 5 points. So
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, now we do our end game scoring. So what I suggest we do is we take all of our fighters we've recruited off the board. So you've got a lot to take off. I've only got a couple. And then pull out your fate card.
Yes.
And divide them into the 2 decks. And then the other decks. If there's a draw, it goes to the other decks. So if you divide them up into your bone and blood, and then we can have a look at the victory points for each.
I have to divide them like this.
8. Oh, yeah, you did.
I have
really
a lot of
well.
good guys.
1,
I have
2, 3, 4,
5,
5, 6,
10,
7, 8, 9,
13.
10, 11, 12, 13. 13 points. So, you're well over the 50 marks of your return round.
3 and 10 to 46 to 65, 56. And you have? You already did?
I have 41. Yeah, I've already did it. And then points for our resources. So you've got a whole stack there. I only get 1.
Yeah. I have like 4 for coins and 1 for sulfur, another 5. So I cracked the 60 mark. Nice.
Yeah, 61 points. That's amazing. I think that might be the highest we've had.
Don't tell
and I
me
only
that,
got a pitiful
Richard.
42, which doesn't surprise me. The way I played, and the AI
was helping me really out in the last round. Like that was fate.
So really well done. You've smashed it. You well and truly got to grips with it quite quickly, and now I don't want to play it ever again.
Thank you very much, Richard. I mean, that speaks for your game that I could take it up so quickly, and it is. So thank you. I am glad that I won, but now we come to the even more interesting part, of course, talking about the experience, because we played for 2 hours. They just went by. Like, it is fun. Yeah. It is really fun, this game, and this is the most important part. This is the first and last thing you have to achieve. It is really fun. Yeah. So that's
great.
Point number 1.
Yeah, when did we start? We started at it's nearly 9 now here. So it's a 2 hours gameplay. So it should be. I'm aiming for half an hour per player. So I guess with the AI, 90 minutes once you learn the game. So that should be probably about right.
Yeah.
With
the analysis.
Well, that's good. It's good to know though. Because there's one thing. It was many times. It's been every different length. It's been every different amount of workers. Every different. It's gone through so many realms. Now, it feels like 4 rounds. It's only 6. You think about it. You only get 4 workers and you have 4 rounds, so you only get 16 turns. Yeah. But it feels like, I think for me, it feels like you get to do a lot in 16 turns, which is quite impressive.
You do.
I like that a lot. I was quite pleased with that.
And you are already at a point where all the actions you take seem to be similarly important. I didn't have any feeling that there is a strat where I can only do this or only do that instead of the coin, but that is maybe important for a 4-player game when everything else is occupied or something like that, so that you have something that you can do always, right? But I think
well, to be fair, I might get rid of it because I don't think anyone's ever really used it. It is definitely a weaker move because it's the kind of alternative move, but yeah, like you said, there always tends to be something you can do that's more strategic. So the only reason I added it in is because technically there's only the only way to build is through getting gold, and there are some people who prefer play a bit more pacifist,
Mm-hmm.
which doesn't work amazingly well in this game because you tend to get left behind. Uh, which is part of the reason why um, I've tried to cater for like people who, I mean, like conflict a little less because by trying to make it not as painful to lose. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, so if you played the pacifist sort of way, or a bit more pacifist, then you'd struggle to then defend and build, which is the way to kind of play that part of it. So the
Mm-hmm.
gold there is the way you can play that. I mean, you still would get gold for getting attacked.
Yeah,
But yeah,
getting attacked is nice as well. Yeah, right. Yeah.
yeah, um, yeah. Yeah, so that's the only. But yeah, I may remove it. It rarely. I think it's only been used. I've play tested this game now like dozens and dozens of times, and I think in this latest rendition of it, it's only really been used I think once, and that was
Mm-hmm.
only because someone wanted to build specifically to get, so it's sort of handy for that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah,
Yeah, because
but that's good to know.
yeah, I get it. And it is like it if there would ever be a situation where there is no place on the board, this but there is actually it is not possible, right? Yeah, it's interesting. Like you have to make sure that you always have place to do something because it can become Zugzwang, right? When you don't have this
Yeah,
avoidance. If you don't want to spend
yeah,
resources, if you don't want to attack anybody, then you have to do something, yeah.
yeah. So there potentially could be a position where um, all of the resource spaces are taken, and you don't have the money to build,
Yeah.
um, and you potentially could get into a situation where you've used all your fighters to attack, and that is possible. I've never had it happen
Yeah.
because the actual um, the the resource spaces, although technically there's less than, so if you were playing say a 4-player game,
Mm-hmm.
um, you'd have 16. You need 16 spaces for workers to go. Um,
Yeah.
then there is sort of potentially, if you had all these two open, there would only be 12 spaces on the board for just resources. So you've got to hope that 4 other actions were taken,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is probable, very probable. There is an action space that I completely forgot to mention the entire game. It probably wouldn't affect too
Huh?
much, but there's an action space on our player mat which
Huh.
refreshes our combat cards early, which I completely forgot about. Um,
Wow.
which is another move that if you feel like you haven't got, um, if you feel like you want to maximize your moves or something, that could be potentially, especially if you're playing a defensive game, a more defensive game, that could be good. So I completely forgot to mention that, so I apologize for that. But
Interesting.
that especially gets used mainly on the last round when someone's like, I've got the middle and I need to make sure I've got my hand
Yeah.
strong as possible. But you are
Yeah.
then that would probably be a better move than taking 1 gold. So yeah, if you include those, then there should be more than enough worker spaces. But yeah, that's kind of partly why the coin exists.
Get it.
Yeah.
So, we talked about balancing this game, of course, like the day before tomorrow, like 2 days ago. But I want to take it back up because I'm right now at a similar point with another game that I am working on, the Engravers game. I told you about it, the Engravers of London, where it is about engraving in the 18th century. And I kind of thought about what you've said because you have also. I am now at the point where I say, okay, one article, because you have articles that you can publish in this game. One article is worth 2 cards, is worth 4 fame, is worth 6 pounds, 6 money, and
Yeah.
these
Okay.
kind
Yeah.
of these kind of secret value these value ascriptions you also have in this game. Would you like to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so effectively, how I balanced it was to assign a number to just to every resource in the game. How I factored it. So if you said ash and bone being the most common resources, are worth effectively 1 point each, and then sulfur and blood are worth half as much as that at well, they're worth double that, sorry, as 2 points each.
Yeah.
So then when you factor in, say, these starting blocks, so you get this effectively if you're worth 3, say, points in terms of that, and this one again is worth 3.
Yeah.
So that's how to kind of balance it. But there's then the reason for having the difference there was to allow for different rarities, because when I had them all the same, and I did have them all the same at one point, it felt a little bit tedious. It felt like it was nice having a sort of a there's nice having different values to the items, because it also meant that you could allow it so that ash and bone were much more probable in, say, the buildings. So you needed more of them, but it was harder to get. But they're easier to get. It's harder to be blocked out of them, but they're technically worth half as much. So then when you're getting coins, when you're using coins for resources, or when you're getting the any resources, there's more of a value to getting the blood and the sulfur. So in the building structure, there's actually slightly less sulfur and blood overall, very slightly. It's pretty close, the rarity of it, but it's definitely a lot harder to get those two resources, which I think we probably found in the game. We found it like there's always seemed to be a good amount of bone and a good amount of ash. But the sulfur and the blood were the kind of rare ones that came up. But I balanced those by adding in the other two, the sort of miscellaneous resources, and and it just gives a bit of a. It feels like you've got a bit more of a task. The management is a bit harder. It's a bit more strategic than just having them all worth the same. And then when it came to the assigning the value of the fighters, I did it so the level 1 fighter. So there should be, for each of the recruitable fighters, for each clan, there is a 1, a 2, a 3, 4, 5, and a 6 for each one. So
it's 18 fighters total. No, 24 fighters.
24
32.
critical ones. We start with 3 each.
Need 24
of each one. So
3. Okay.
Yeah, we start with 2 level 1s and 1 level 2 fighter. We're missing an ash fighter.
This one?
Yeah, I've got it. Yep, and there we go. So this is the, say, full range of ash fighters. And so the difference here is that instead of just having instead of just having it so it goes 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 in value. There's a certain, because you can only recruit 1 per round, that favors the lower level ones. There's also then a limit to the amount of fighters you can have in a space, which favors the higher level ones. But through playtesting, I found that if they were all the same value, the higher level ones were just preferable in all ways. It was because they're just much more flexible, I think, to use than having to think about pairing different types. So the way I did that is assign it's 2, 4, 6 in value for this. Then you can see it goes gets slightly less efficient for these two. These are the range 2 fighters, where this 9. Is then suddenly, instead of being worth 8, it's worth 9, because these are worth 2 each. And then so that's should be, instead of being worth 10, it's worth how much? Sorry,
12 instead of 10. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, 12 instead of 10. So so it gets 1 more less efficient, then 2 less efficient, and then for the 6 guy, it gets much less efficient at being was that 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So then it's, instead of being 12, it's 3 less efficient. So so it just gets slightly less efficient. And I changed those values quite a lot, but this was the balance of like the 6 guys still desirable enough, and it feels good when you get them. and the rare, which is nice. You want it to feel like, oh yes, okay, I finally, I got them. Especially in a 4-player game, there's only 4 in the game, so you kind of want to get one each to be even. If you miss out on that, you're going to feel it.
Yeah.
But I mean, you managed to recruit. I think did you recruit 3 of them? Didn't you? No, you
I think I
recruited
had
2,
two
didn't you? I think,
sixes,
and
yeah.
then
But my two
yeah, which
sixes
is
from my fate card, so that was pretty cool.
yeah, that
Yeah.
was so twice as
Yeah.
good. Um, yeah, so that is, but it's only through playtesting. I think through just doing the maths alone, and guessing what I thought should happen. When in reality, there's always the gamer that finds the most efficient route, and
Yes.
who looks at these and goes, instead of recruiting these 2, I should recruit this one because it's a much more efficient use of my time. So. And if you then scale it too high, and they'll go, okay, well, I might as well recruit these 3, and I'll save all the resources recruiting that one, and you know. So yeah, so that's where I got with that. So yeah, assigning a universal value of usefulness, basically, which you
Mm-hmm.
can apply to everything, all the rewards, um, uh, yeah, all the buildings cost is all based on that.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I see, I see. So a coin, how much is a coin worth in this? This would be an
well,
interesting question. Like,
the coin is technically as useful as in terms of value as a sulfur or blood, but then the
yeah,
flexibility of it means it's more useful.
it
So
is sulfur blood plus. Like, yeah, it is 2 plus. You could
yeah,
say,
but
yeah,
rather than make gold worth more, it's because it's hard to get, it sort of balances that out. So you see all these, this is worth in my scale like 4 points. So I just made them worth 4 as well.
yeah,
They're worth 2 each because the rarity of it brings that value kind of down a bit. You know
yeah,
what I mean? It's not possible to just go for a gold run because you don't have that level of control.
yeah.
Um, as before, I have had it so I think I still do, where one of the buildings gives, yes,
Ooh,
there's a few ones they give, or ones give small
ooh,
amounts of gold. So this
interesting.
one is interesting. It costs you for a building that gives you 2 victory points. It costs 1 extra gold, but you immediately get 2 gold back. So it's sort of a barrier to entry on that one.
Get it.
But yeah, certainly the flexibility of these ones allows you um, to make them worth a little bit more. But then they become more desirable on the board, which makes them harder to defend. So it sort of self balances a little bit in
Yeah,
that regard.
yeah. That's the cool thing.
Um,
When yeah, I had to think about I think of Scythe, for example, where you
yeah,
also have
it's
this
been compared
situation
many
where you
times to
build
that
up
kind
your
of thing.
base and you build up a lot of resources, and then somebody else comes and takes it. So this is a very nice situation that you can build something up and then it gets taken from you. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, and you have to assign your own worth to things. I mean,
yeah,
if you are playing a very defensive one where you're starting to build, and they do start to, once you start getting, 3 levels, that's worth 3, and then 4, 5, 6.
yeah,
You can build, and people have built to the level where it's worth more than the middle. And it's kind of a tricky, because you kind of get to this point where you're like, do I want to really obviously defend this? Or do I want to play it cool and just hope that no one notices,
yeah,
because it's a little less obvious than the middle.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, that's a good thing about these kind of area control games, where they are self-balancing to some degree. If I made something too overpowered, then you can see everyone goes for it.
yeah,
Um, uh, because yeah, you have that kind of level of player interaction. It's not. I don't know how you do something like a Euro game where one route might be overpowered, because there's no one else to kind of realize that and counteract it out, um,
yeah.
like there is in games with conflict.
That's right. That's an interesting point. Yeah, you can see the balancing clear on the surface in conflict games. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah.
Well, potentially you could have something overpowered, and sometimes it would be fun to have something really overpowered, um,
Ah, yeah.
but you can make it overpowered if the risk of having it is if it's like really hard to hold on to or something like that, then um, the perk of it being overpowered is almost negated by the fact that someone can take it from you and will want to take it from you, but
Yeah,
which actually might help out other people who don't have the overpowered thing. So if you don't have that conflict, it doesn't self-balance as much.
yeah. So a last question for the development process is more that comes to mind is more a it has suggestion form, but it's not really a suggestion because you know the game way better than me. But the first thing that came to mind is you have like these 4 clans: sulfur, blood, bone, and ash, and you have
Yeah.
these 4 resources. Have you ever thought about special abilities or specialties for these 4 clans? Because as they are now, they only have these slight turn in value between blood, sulfur, and ash, bone, but they don't really have another way to differentiate them,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I know what you mean. They have had it. So I've experimented before with the idea that one clan has one weakness and one strength.
Yeah.
And that was instead of the kind of pairing. So it was a kind of thing that if you had like 2 sulfur guys and they're strong against bone, but bone's weak against ash, and ash is but that just became. I mean, thematically, it sounds good because okay, yeah, it's good. But that actually, the management of it is too much, and actually, all you're really doing is doing what we're kind of doing here, is going like, okay, you've been clever about what you've positioned down, you get an extra point for it. And I found this is just so much smoother, and it's the kind of speed I want. There's, I guess, the kind of the strategic choice comes in the cards you use rather than necessarily what you place. I mean, there is some in that too, but yeah, adding the complexity, I have toyed with it, and there has been feedback forward, like, oh, the clans don't have much to differentiate them between each other, which is a kind of really valid feedback. But I can't think of a way of doing it without adding a level of complexity that I just don't think it really needs. And when I've added in that complexity, it hasn't helped. Like I added in sort of ones of having an attack and a defense score and things like that. And it just that level of complexity, I just think, didn't help things, didn't speed the game up. Just leads to kind of stuff, things like AP, and so I haven't done it yet. The one thing I have had introduced, and I may reintroduce potentially, it was asymmetric player powers, or things of that sort. But that not powers to the fighters specifically. This is also designed completely language independent, so that's one of my key goals as well. So there's no language anywhere but the rule book.
Right. I didn't think about that, but you're right. It's numbers only, but it's not. Yeah.
Yeah, numbers and symbols, and it's possible to do deeper games with just icons and numbers. But if you played something like have you played like Great Western Trail?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I even know that's not completely language independent, I don't think, but it's so icon heavy, and it sounds like a good thing, but I really struggled to learn that game. I struggled the first couple of times we played it, but I think we played it wrong consistently because the icons just in the rule book I was constantly referencing, and you can add those like extra things in with icons, but there's a balance of like you just want the game. I mean, the fact that you didn't notice it didn't have text is probably a good thing. It means it didn't need detailed iconography.
It wasn't missing, right? It wasn't missing at all. Yeah.
Yeah, and making it language independent it's just useful for when you sell the game, because it allows me to then, especially when I'm kickstarting, it allows me to go, it can be in English, and then if it does well, hits a goal, I can do German and French, and then potentially Spanish. Portuguese. You can, and it's super easy. All it is, of course, translation and a rule book, and that's it. The box, but everything else is as is good to go, and that makes a lot of sense. That's a really, and I think if you're pitching to a publisher, that would be a really appealing thing to do as well.
Yeah,
But
that's
the
an
one
interesting
sacrifice
point.
of that, I think, is theme. It's hard to bring in theme without flavor text and without um, naming characters, and that is a tricky thing to bring in. I think it's
Yeah.
still something I'm working on.
And this will be like maybe the next big challenge, which brings us to the last question of the night. Where are you going from here? What are the next steps?
So in terms of development, yeah, my main things now are finalize the artwork, which has got a fair way to go to be what I want it to be. I mean, it gets people seem to like it, but I know it can be better. So that'll be the next kind of steps we're working on at the minute. Got the the box is done, and the board hopefully is going to be done at the minute. Working on the character artwork, and replacing the placeholder stuff where it is at the minute, and so that's a big thing. And then that should hopefully help the theme. So once we get the board up, with the citadel will feel more like a citadel rather than just this kind of black octagon or whatever that is, a
Yeah,
pen side or something.
like a hill where you can be the king of.
Yeah, like I would like it to look like a walled city, like an actual castle, and
Yeah,
add in that theme, and the player mats. If I don't know if this is will be worth doing, but if I can get them to feel like they're a lab or something, or if you've got your lab illustrated in it and your graveyard, and
yeah,
and then the workers having, if we raise the funds, I'd love to have them engraved with little sort of undead worker faces and things, and that will help bring in that theme a bit more, and then adding in a bit more to the lore of it, because I've come up with quite a rich lore to the game,
oh yeah,
and I'd love to be able to do a little lore book in like a deluxe version or something, which really delves into that, and really improve the theme and and that part of it. In terms of the actual development of it, I think it's pretty much there. I mean, been playtesting this for years now, and yeah, there's like every new thing I try, I end up pedaling back, or thinking maybe that's better for an expansion. Um,
I can
like things
feel
like
that.
extra powers.
You can feel it. I mean, we played this through, and it was seamless. You can. It is a pretty much finished game. Yeah.
Yeah, I started getting that feedback a lot now. I remember there's a great designer called Joe Slack, who's written books on design development, and you play tested with him quite a bit on his games, and he just does some really fantastic games. But he said to me, I asked him, how do you know when a game's done? And he said, oh, usually I know when people stop telling me what was wrong with the game and start telling me what I could change to make it a completely different game. Basically, like
Yeah.
someone says like, oh, you could add spaces around the outside with or you could add a tower over here, or you could add a
Yeah.
dragon, and you're like, okay, now I'm in the level where people are getting excited about what the potential expansion ideas are and stuff like that, and that's a
That's a
good
good
sign that
sign.
you're
Nice.
close.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it.
Cool.
But yeah, thank you so much.
Richard, thank you so much for being on. And do we have a
Enjoy.
date for the Kickstarter, or is it not there yet? Quite.
I'm aiming for September. So
September.
potentially, I think early September, the first week. It's usually a Tuesday for Kickstarter launches, so maybe the first Tuesday. That's my rough aim at the minute. Things might
Nice.
change by a week here or there, or if the community's not quite ready, I might delay it. But that's the aim, and I think we're on track, which will be good. I've got lots of conventions coming up this year. Got Aircon in the North England on the 11th of March. We'll be playing that.
next
And
week. Oh no, 2 weeks from
yeah,
now. Yeah.
a couple of weeks. Yeah, don't scare me. I need to get stuff ready.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be great. And I've got like a little, maybe you can see on camera, a little miniature of one of the. He's not in the kind of head blood fighter guy. So I've got this model
Ooh.
in 3D to give out to the winners of the game as a little sort of trophy. So that'll be nice at Aircon, and then we'll be at UKG and Tabletop Gaming Live later on this year, and Tabletop Gaming Live's during the campaign, so I'll be ridiculously tired.
Wow.
But yeah, so now it's sort of all the other part of the process of self-publishing, the marketing and the managing manufacturers and distributors and all that kind of stuff, which is a huge learning curve. But
Yes.
yeah, it's fun.
Exciting, but interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the goal.
Nice, Richard. So I'm sure we all will be on the edges of our seats and wishing you all the best for the project.
Thank you very much.
That you get funded in under 30 minutes or something like that. This is what I wish you.
Oh, yeah. Maybe if I put the funding goal down low enough and I ask my mum to jump in there, nah, I don't know. Nice. It would be lovely. I mean, this is just at the minute. It would be nice to just get it made. I mean, it's been one of those projects where I've done it for the love of it, and
just the feeling.
And I've learned so much. It would just be great if it gets published. If it gets if we can fund and publish it and come close to breaking even. I know people hate when you say that, and they said you shouldn't break even. You should be making. I'm like, at this point, I just want to see it real.
Yeah. Get it.
And I'd be happy with that. Yeah.
So Richard, thank you,
so much.
and
good luck with your games.
Thank you.
I'd love to play the engraving game.
I will come to you when it's ready, and then I am very interested in your feedback. And we'll stay in touch and we'll follow each other's progress. That's what we are doing here, right?
Yeah, perfect.
Cool.
Amazing. Well, thank you, Vince.
Thank you too. And have a good evening.
You too.
Bye. And bye to everybody in the stream.